Hi everyone, good morning. I'm back with another video focusing on pen cases and pouches and all of those types of things that we carry around our stationery and our journal supplies, art supplies and things like that in. So I have quite a collection, as I'm sure a lot of you do, and I thought what I would do is, as quickly as I can, sort of move through the different types of ones. So I'm going to try and group them together in kind of type, which is a little bit difficult at times, but I thought I would just run through them all so you can see what I have and how I use them, and yeah, so let's dive straight in. And I thought what I would do just really quickly is show you a couple of things that I use that are probably not the most exciting of pouches and such, but they are something that I find really handy. So, oops, sorry about that noise. So these ones here I use a lot, and they are just the clear pouches. These are bigger than A4 size, so I'm not quite sure of the exact size, but these I use a lot. If I am going, I use them a lot for paper craft and junk journaling, and I put kits and things like full kits in there so that they all stay together while I'm working on a project. But also if I'm traveling somewhere or going anywhere and I want to take more ephemera and things like that, or full pages with me, then these are fantastic to put them in there to keep them nice and clean and undamaged. So they are a pouch, so they fit into the theme of the video today, but yeah, they're probably the less exciting sort of ones, and I have them in lots of different sizes, so they're great for lots of things. So this one's just a really long skinny one, but you know, I have them in all sort of sizes, so sort of ones that are like this long and this big, and yeah, so these are really good because you can pick them up in your cheapy stores and lots of different stores. So I find them really handy for a lot of things. So that's those. Then I picked this one up at Kiki K, and it's a beautiful gold mesh pouch, and I got it on clearance. I don't necessarily hunt for clearance things, but I do notice them. So if I go to a store or I look online, I tend to go to the clearance sort of sections and have a bit of a look, because I save a lot of money doing that. These, I can't remember how much these retailed for at full price, but they weren't cheap. Like Kiki K, I find, is not, it's not a cheap store. So these were probably, I'm going to say that they were probably like $20 or something. I got mine for $5, and I wouldn't have bought it at the $20 mark, I don't think, unless I really wanted it at the time. So it's just got a big pocket on the front here, two big long pockets here, and just a big opening in there, and it's just like a mesh, you can see through it. So I love it, it's fantastic. Again, same similar thing as that, but you could use this as a big giant pencil case and utility case, you know, like throwing rulers and scissors and all sorts of things in there. So that's a really handy one, and I do use that quite a bit. So the other thing that's kind of not really pouch, I guess, but I just wanted to quickly mention, was all these dust bags that we accumulate. I have quite a few. Generally, as you know, when you buy a handbag, a lot of the time they'll come with a dust bag. I keep them, obviously. I used to have quite a handbag collection, but I've cut back. And, you know, when I am not using a certain handbag, I always try and put it in its dust bag and store it. And then if I'm using that particular bag, sometimes I'll use the dust bag inside my bag. If it's one of my travel ones or whatever, I'll use it for something. So, you know, when I've bought other things, such as I bought a wallet once, my beautiful Everty wallet, and it came in this little dust bag, and this is a perfect size for some of your bits and pieces, like you know, tiny attacher or anything really, you know. So I hold on to them and I use them for different things in my bag. Kiki K usually have them. These sort of come free with different planner items that they sell. That's just a small sort of one. Slightly bigger one, this is free with one of their planners. So, you know, they're fantastic for so many things. Excuse me. So, you know, Superior Labour. This fits shoes in it really, really well. For travel, Lime and Mortar, which is a little small business over in Western Australia run by Leanne. She pops her planners in these when you buy one. It's a really good quality canvas one there, and it's really cute with the dots. And then Kiki K also, you know, have lots of these that you can actually buy for a few dollars, and they're quite a good size. So, you know, if you not using them to put your planners back into when you're putting them in your bag for travel or whatever, which is a great idea to do to protect them, they have so many uses. You could throw so many art supplies, craft supplies, you know, other things for travel and stuff in them. Use them to store them around your craft room, art room, office, whatever. I use them all the time, so I don't throw mine out. So they do, I guess they are kind of a pouch, so they are fitting with this video, but I didn't want to focus too much on them. But I just wanted to point out that you know, they're a bit underrated and probably underused. So next time if you're needing something, grab one of your dust bags, and I think you'll find they'll do the job for you. So the next thing I thought I would do is run through probably the more boring sort of stuff that I have. So I have a whole range of black pencil cases and pouches, mainly because they're easy to find. They don't get as dirty as the others, and I like black. So around my office, I like things, you know, to look fairly uniform, and I utilize a lot of these things, as I said before, not just for stationery supplies. So this one here is, I think it was about $2. It has this zip on the front with it that goes into a mesh pocket there, a zip along the front, the top here, that's quite deep, and again just another big pocket in the top. So it's a really good size. So again, I use this for all different things. And along the same lines, I got this probably from Kmart, I think. So, yeah, it was only a couple of dollars. And along those sort of same lines, seeing what else I've got here, probably nothing else that's just like this. But anyway, the other thing that I tend to do is Officeworks is a stationery supply chain here in Australia, and they sell reasonably priced stuff. However, sometimes some of it can be expensive, and what I tend to do is I'm about to do a big overhaul of my office, craft space, art space, and I found that I needed some more sort of small cases, and these were all probably $10 and over. However, Officeworks have a lot of clearance, and if you go into the back of the store, they tend to have a little clearance section. Now, it may be the end of a line of things, so it's being discontinued, so they're marking them down, or it could be it's a pack of 10 pens and 2 are missing, so they've they've discounted it, or it doesn't have any packaging, etc. I always go there when I visit that store, and I've picked up some absolute bargains from in there, and I'll show you one of them in a moment. However, I went in the other week, and I'd been looking at all of these cases for a while, but I couldn't justify spending, $10 or more on them. So I went in the other week, and they were all marked down to $2. So I grabbed them. So this one is just a thin pouch with just one zip and a little compartment in there. This one's a little barrel one. Again, one simple compartment. Now, these are all a canvas sort of material. On the inside, they've just got that usual, I don't know what it is, polyester sort of material, but that's just a little barrel one. And then this one is more, I guess, like a rectangle, and again, just one big compartment. The last one out of this lot, chuck them over there, is this is a really good one. It's quite deep, so if you can sort of see that. And again, it's just one big compartment, but it does have a mesh pocket on this side and some pen loops on this side. And if you look at some of the pencil cases that are available online from some suppliers that are exactly the same as this, you'll pay like $30 and up, which is quite ridiculous, but you're paying for the brand. So all of these 4 that I've just shown you, I grabbed them because they're also good for organising other things around the home and in your office. So it might be, charger cables and things like that. Yeah, lots of different things. So I sort of thought I couldn't go wrong at $2, and if I'm not using them for stationery and stuff, I will find a use for them around the home. And the other good thing is that if I decided to donate them, I've only spent a couple of dollars if I'm not using them. So, or I could detach them as a bundle, something like that. So that one is really good. You can see it, like I said before, it's quite deep. And at Officeworks, they're all the Otto brand, by the way, O-T-T-O. And I'm pretty sure that is an Officeworks brand. So earlier this year, or it could have even been late last year, I picked up this one. Now, these were retailing for $15, and they were full of stuff. So a little mini sticky tape, scissors, stapler, ruler, pen, pencil, and so forth. I took all of that out and replaced it with my own stuff, and this one I use as a really basic office kit. If I'm, I have it in my backpack. So it just has real essentials in it. It's also good for having in another place in the house, for in a drawer or something like that, if you're just wanting some basics. And I don't know, you might have a big house. I don't have a big house, but it's really good, and it has a pocket down the side here on the back, and then it just unzips, and it has a mesh pocket here, a little flap with some pen loops, and then a big section in the back. Now, I actually picked this up in the clearance section down the back for $5. And then on another visit to Officeworks, they still had some, so I grabbed another one. I'm not quite sure why. But I think it was the intention that I would do, as I said, and have it somewhere else in the house just with some basics. So, but like I said, my house isn't very big, so I don't know if I can justify not just getting up and walking back to my office. But anyway, I also thought, you know, it would be a good little gift for another, you know, any of my other planner friends, or sometimes I will pick stuff up and, you know, pop them up in the Detash group for what I paid for it, purely because not everyone gets to see these bargains out in the shops. Or I'll let people know, hey, I picked up 2. If you're interested in one, just let me know, just pay the postage. And, you know, I've bought stuff that way as well. So that is an Otto brand as well, I believe. So they're really good. Now, I also have from Officeworks. Now, this is a Lily Lab one. And it's got like a vinyl sort of bottom, more of a sort of a canvasy type top kind of. Now these are not cheap. Again, I got mine on sale, but it's quite big. So it is a really, really good sized pencil case. I really like that. And you can sort of open it up like this, and because the zips come right down the sides, it does open up really well. And it's got 3 little mesh pockets on that side and 2 on this side. But it fits a lot, and it does fit Tombows in it. So that's really good. So you know that your longer, like Blackwings, Tombows, all that sort of stuff is going to fit in here. So it is a really good pencil case. I haven't used it a lot lately because of the other ones that I have, but it is a really good case. So I do like that one. And that one, as I said, I did get it from Officeworks, but you can pick them up online. So then I guess just quickly, I wanted to mention a couple of other things. So I do use, kind of in keeping with those first big pencil cases, I do use a lot of these, and that's got a mark on it, but I do use a lot of these clear little pencil cases. And it's quite funny because I found that these and those other ones are usually quite expensive in the shops here. So when I find them cheap, I tend to grab them because they're fantastic for whatever, because you can see straight into them, you know exactly what's in there. And they're really good for like stickers and things like that. The other thing, I picked this up at Daiso. I think I got a couple of them, and they're just the tiniest little case. And at first I was like, why are you buying this? What on earth are you going to use it for? You're just buying it because it's cute. But then I thought, well, it's great for things like some paper clips, any of those sorts of little stationery items that you want to throw maybe into another case or your bag, and then they're not sort of all loose around the place. So they are really quite good. I use a lot of little tins and stuff as well. So that I got at Daiso, and yeah, they are handy. If you don't have a case for your kneadable eraser, I put mine in a little tin, but if you didn't, you could use something like this for that as well. So that's those. The other kinds of pouches that I use a lot, not necessarily for stationery, but sometimes I'll throw stuff. You can. I just wanted to show in this video the ways that you can use other things. You don't always have to go out and buy something that is specifically a pencil case or an art case or a journaling pouch. You can use things around your house. And these ones, I tend to use it for food. I throw, you know, my snacks and things like that in here. But you know, these are really good for more wet supplies. So if I'm art journaling, I tend to carry like zip sealed bags, just the disposable plastic ones. And I will reuse those bags as much as I can. But if I've got a wet cloth or a sponge or some brushes or whatever, instead of throwing them back in my journal kit, my art journal kit, I will throw them into something like this till I get home and clean them all. So, you know, all of these sorts of pouches are fantastic. So if you don't have a pencil case that's going to fit what you need, or some ephemera or things like that, have a look around your house and see what you've got, because these are really good. They may not look fancy and such, but you know, who cares? Use what works for you. The other thing that I have found out and about, and I usually show this more in my travel sorts of videos, is these little charging cable storage pouches. Now, I use them a lot. I have, if I can find it, I use this one all the time for my laptop. So I have a Surface Pro, and I keep, this is just like a neoprene one. It's fantastic. I keep my charging cable for my laptop in here. My mouse goes in there, and it fits. It's simply just for my Microsoft Pro, Surface Pro charger and mouse. That's it. I don't put anything else in there, so it's fantastic. So and I have this one here that if I am leaving the house and I need bits and pieces or traveling, it fits all my charging cables and stuff in. However, these pouches, you can use them for journaling supplies. You can use it as a pencil case if you wanted to, if it was big enough to fit, you know, the supplies that you wanted. So again, have a look at what you've got around the house, or if you're out and about buying, you know, if you're shopping, you know, check out these sorts of things, because they have a really good dual purpose. And so when I was buying some items, like I bought some packing cubes for travel, and I was in Miniso, can't say it, Miniso, the little shop. It's a little Japanese shop in one of my local shopping centres, and I bought some packing cubes from in there, and they also had this charging cable storage, and it was only a couple of dollars. So I picked it up because often if I'm traveling, I have my little pouches for all my cables, but my husband doesn't have one. So I picked up one so that we would be able to put all his things in there. And it's just really good. Opens all the way up, has little elastic things, little pockets, mesh pockets on the side here. But you could use this as a journaling pouch for your supplies. So again, it's another one. Have a look and see if it's going to work for you, because when I show you in a moment my Hobonichi ones, you know, they're a similar makeup. I mean, I prefer to use my Hobonichi because it has more space, it's bigger, but these are really good for all of those sorts of things as well. So you can fit a little notebook in here, fit all your little supplies. So just because it says it's a charging cable storage pouch doesn't mean you can't use it for something else. So keep an eye out for those if that's something that you think that you could work with. And I have, this is another pouch that I got when I was overseas, and I have a few different ones like this. So this is just a really cute little pouch that you could use for just about anything really. Most of my stuff I use for dual purposes. So it may be like I have been known to throw jewelry in there, makeup in there, you know, ephemera bits in there, whatever. So this one, as I said, with that last sort of cable storage thing, you know, this just opens up. There's no pockets in here at all. It doesn't quite lay flat, but it fits an A-size notebook. So this is my Hobonichi cousin. So if I just wanted something to protect that and I was feeling in the mood to have something a little bit more bohemian to take with me, then I could use that, and I've protected my planner. So, you know, it's nice and big, so I can fit lots of ephemera in here, you know, other supplies, stickers, all of that sort of thing. So it really just depends on what my mood is at the time, what I'm taking with me. But that's a really nice little pouch to protect things. And moving on from that one, along the same sorts of lines is, I picked up this one from Kiki K a little while ago, and it's just, again, it's just that sort of material that you can wipe off. Has a couple of pockets on the front. It's just a zip opening, and it's more, I guess you could sort of call it a compendium, but we tend to, you know, all these sorts of things, you know, tend to fall into that planner pouch type thing as well. So mesh pocket here, elastic pen slots there, a pocket here, zip pocket down there, some more little card slots and mesh pockets. So this is a really handy one as well. So if you're like me, I have lots of interests. So I do art, I do craft, I do journaling, I do planning. You know, there's multiple things within planning. So around the home, writing a novel, you know, planning out projects, lots of different things. So I will often have multiples of these or planners, and I use them for all different things. So if I had 5 of these, they would probably all get used for different things at the same time. So I think it goes back to, like I said before, it depends on what you want to use on any given day of the week. But I find these to be really super handy, and I can use them to plan a project. The neighbourhood dogs have just decided to lose their minds, which means that my little dog has decided to join in. So I apologise if you hear any barking. So this is a Jibun Techo cover case, along the same lines as that black one I just showed you, in that it does fit a cousin and you can slot that in, and it has the little slots here and more pockets over the side here, and another one you can slide your cousin into there. But again, I don't use this for my cousin. So, you know, I may do, but it's not why I have it. So it's another one that's really good to just store other things. But I do have the option of using it for my cousin if I want to. And this is really cool because it has, whoops, a pocket right along the front there when you open it up. So I know it's a cover more than a pouch, but it kind of falls into that same sort of thing. And I think the lines get a bit blurred when it comes to pouches and covers and cases and things like that. I do have a Simply Gilded one, which is really pretty, and I like it, but I don't use it. And that will very most likely change in the coming months. I've been a bit busy, so I haven't really had the time to sit down and do that. So I'm doing a whole reset on everything. So I am going to be looking to start using this. It's very stiff, which I'm sure with use will soften up. But I bought this out of a planner detached group that I'm in, and it is like new, and I like it. It's very pretty, but the fact that, I mean, I like white, but it just gets so dirty so easily. You can get pen marks on this really easily. I guess if there was a black one, I probably would have bought it. So I'm a bit scared of using it outside of home. I probably wouldn't take it to a coffee shop with me because it just gets so dirty on the table. But it is lovely. It doesn't have any outside pockets. The zip is really good, but like I said, it's all still a bit stiff and needs a bit of use, I think, to get it happening a little bit. But it has two pockets here on the cover, and a big pocket here with this little clear, really cute heart window. What I do love about this is that it's got this little clear pocket, zip pocket here, which actually snaps out, which is really good because you can take it out if you want more space in here, or you can take it out just to get to these things a little bit easier in here. And then it has this little flap with all these pen loops, which is great, but it also snaps out. So again, you could take that out, pop it down there, access them a little bit easier, and then you've still got all this space in here, which is really fantastic. So I do really like it, but yeah, I'm just a bit worried about using it, in all honesty. So if I find that I don't start reaching for it, then I will probably detach that in the new year. So along those sorts of lines of more cover type pouch setups is I have this Happy Planner one. Now I'm going to try and zoom out, which I probably should have tried to zoom out earlier. Nope, I can't go any further. I'll turn it on its side. So I don't know why, but my camera won't let me go further today. So this is a Happy Planner cover, and I've included it because it's got qualities of a pouch in that you can add more things into it, and it's got a pocket on the front here, which is really good, and a nice big zip around here, and I like that I can close it up and it will keep everything in there. So maybe turn it this way now. So I use this for my novel and for my writing and plotting out my novel. So it has a pen loop here, a nice big pocket down here that you could store plenty of stuff in. It has all these sections just here, and pockets and card pockets here, and this little one. It also has a mesh pocket at the back, and a pocket here where you can slide your planner or whatever you're doing. And as you can see, I'm using a disc bound system that I've just started setting up for that. So whilst it's not a pouch as such, you can see how easy it would be to set this up as a journaling kit to carry around. It's quite large. It's the classic size, and yeah, you don't have to keep a diary in there or a planner, but you can. But it has so many compartments that I kind of consider it like a pouch type system, like my Hobonichi drawer pouches and that. So I thought it was worth mentioning that depending on what you use and what you do will greatly depend on what you use. So you may not need a plethora of cases like I have, and there are people that have many more than me. You may just need something like that Happy Planner zippered case that's going to fit everything in there that you need, and then you can just carry that around. This is a little pencil case that I think I paid $2 for from Kmart. It's an Anko brand, but it holds a decent amount of pens. Like if you just want to carry a very small amount of pens with you, it's perfect for that. So I always keep it handy, and I find too that sometimes I might want to take you know, a few pens that I don't want mixed in with other pens, whether it's because they'll get damaged or whatever it might be. And this is really good, and it's just a little single section, and it opens, it has zips that go all the way down to the side, so it does open up quite wide, and you can see you can fit a decent amount in there. And like I said, I think I paid about $1 or $2 for that. The next pencil case is the Bellroy, and I thought I would show it now because when I show you what it does and the size of it and then the price, it's a good comparison. So this one here that probably retails for $1 or $2 that came up, that you can open up completely, that the zips go down the side, and then you've got the Bellroy that's probably similar in size, zips go right down the side. This retails for $60 Australian. Now I didn't pay $60. I again got this off a, I think I got this from Facebook Marketplace, and I paid nowhere near $60 because that's just outrageous. It is new, but like that one opens up a fair bit, so does the Bellroy. Now obviously this is better material. It's a really nice quality, strong canvas. This is the Midnight. This one, sort of like a dark charcoal to black. Has really, really good zips and a leather zip pull there. And when you've got it open just like that, you know, it's not as easy to sort of access. That one's easier. But the whole thing with the Bellroy is that you fold over the ends like this, and your case is open, and you can even go further and fold those down like that, and your pens are all there, and you're not having to rummage through, and it sits there like a little container on your desk, which is fantastic. I like it, but it's not worth $60. Well, not in my opinion anyway, but I do really love it. So if you are interested in this little case, perhaps see if you can find it in a detached group or something like that, or it may be worth the $60 retail mark for you, but for me it's not. But it's not a case that I'll be getting rid of. I do really like it. And then you just simply fold them back over and you can zip it up. So it's just a good little comparison between those sort of two small cases. Now I do have also this pencil case, which I got from Notebook Therapy. Now I have another one that I got from, what is that shop? It's mainly for kids. It's a little like stationery and touch up, and now I just cannot think what it's called. I do have another case that I did get from there, but I don't use it. So it's, I know it's got cute little characters all over it, but essentially it's the same as this. This one, as I said, from Notebook Therapy, it's got like a blue corduroy bottom and this sort of vinyl-y top. that does get easily marked. I don't even know what that is. And I'm sure a lot of you have seen these, but they just open up and then you slide the top down and they'll sit nicely on your desk, and then you can easily just pick out whatever pens you want at the time, put them back in, and when you're finished you just pull that up and zip it close. So they are really cool. I've got lettering and calligraphy set things in here, and to be honest, it lives in a drawer. I don't keep it on my desk, so, but it's really cool. I also have my what is it called? What do they call it? Can't remember what they call it now. Anyway, it's like a pen roll, but it doesn't roll, it folds. So it's got this beautiful daisy design on it. This is from Typo. I think they retail for about $25. You just tie it up really simply, but it just opens out, and then again, and it just has these really cool, it has 36 of these pen slots or pencil slots. And I think I can fit 2 pencils in each one of these if I wanted to. I use this for my coloured pencils a lot if I'm travelling, if I don't take the ones that are already in a tin. So it holds 36. I love it. It's like super, super pretty, and it just folds up like that. And then you just tie it round. So that's probably one of the best buys that I have ever made. I love it. I use it all the time. So that's that one. The other thing that I do have is some of these little pen sleeves. So I'm trying to remember if this is a Villa Beautiful or a Simply Gilded, or it's something. And this is, I can't remember what this brand is. Oh, it's Villa Beautiful. So that one definitely is Villa Beautiful, and they're supposed to be for pens, but I just find they're a bit awkward for that, but with this plastic. So you can pop your pens in like that, but I think that'd be quite good to pop maybe some long sticker sheets or something in there. I don't use them a lot, but they are handy. This one is a little press stud pouch that you can pop some pens in there and take with you. It's fairly thin, but I love it. I think it's very pretty, and black and white is very much my aesthetic. So I do really, really like it. So yeah, you can just use it just to pop, a small selection of pens or pencils, or a small ruler and some accessories in, and it works really well. Other than that, when it comes to pouches, I've just recently purchased this Coffee Monsters Co. one. It is really super cute. I love it. And I've just recently purchased their fountain pen case, which I showed in my other video. And this pouch is great. It's designed to fit an A5, so it's just a big section. And you can see these black things around the outside. They are all pen loops. So again, if you've got an A5 book, and this is the Hobonichi Cousin, so quite chunky, it fits down in there. And then you can put all your pens in the pen loops surrounding the whole thing, and you've still got room to put other things down in there. So that's really super cute. I like that. And I just, like I said, I only got it a few weeks ago, so I haven't used it a great deal as yet. So that, I can't remember what it's called, but they don't have a huge range of pouches. so it'll be easy to find, but I will link it. What I have found with some of these small businesses overseas is when their products aren't in stock, sometimes they're not even showing on their website, so it's really hard to link it. But I will see if I can do that, and they may very well be in stock. I actually got this from a local distributor. It's just a local small business, stationery business, online one, who is a distributor for the Coffee Monster Co. So she had one of these left, and I grabbed it, and yeah, I'm really glad that I did. So, however, I have bought some tabs and my fountain pen case direct from the Coffee Monsters Co. So that's that one. Now, just quickly before I move on to the last of them, the other types of pouches that I use a lot is little ones like this. And you're all going to ask me where I got these from. I have another one. Let's see if I can find it really quickly. That I purchased. Oops. Sorry, making a bit of noise there. Okay. That I purchased from Daiso. So there's a cookies one. Now, these were, I don't know, a couple of dollars, and they are just a flat vinyl sort of, you know, fake leather pouch with a zip down the side. So they're very flat. However, they're really good for just throwing in, you know, having in your handbag or your backpack or whatever, just to throw little things in. You could use it as a coin wallet, I guess, if you like. What I tend to use them for, like, you can see this one's pretty chocker. I actually have mints in here, so I always carry, you know, Vicks Vapor Drops or something like that with me. And so, yeah, I have that pretty chocker full of that. So this one says cookies, biscuits, potato chips. There's a really cute one that I can't get my hands on that's sweets or something. But yeah, I use these pouches all the time, and I tend to have one in my handbag because I might be somewhere, and even if I just want to, you know, slip some jewelry off and I don't have anything to put it in, or I carry it, you know, mints or lots of different things anyway. So they are little mini pouches, and you could put planner stickers and things like that inside of here, paper clips, all of that sort of thing too. So yeah, they're really quite cool. So I do use lots of other pouches in my handbag, and I'll do that in my next what's in my bag one. But I do have lots of other little, you know, pouches like these Guess ones that I use, but I don't tend to use them for planning. So then I also have the Superior Labour pen roll, and I love this one. So I bought this and the pen and wallet case, and it took me forever to get my hands on these. So when I bought the other pen case that I really wanted, I decided to get this that I've been looking at for a long time at the same time, because I did have to order them from, they're the Superior Labour, but I bought them through Wonder Pens, I think, overseas. I believe they're in Canada. So shipping and everything can get expensive, and just the whole time frame. So I thought, right, they're both back in stock. I'll grab them while I've got them. So they're really, really good quality. Leather, obviously. Have this really nice like brass fittings here. And I fold mine. I fold it all the way to the bottom, fold it in 3, as do a lot of people. However, you can roll it. Since it's a pen roll, they are designed to roll, and then you can close it up. but you can use it however you want. You can fold it all the way down, or if you have other things, other supplies that are a bit taller, you know, you can just fold it down to wherever you need it to go. It has a bigger pocket at this end, and I have seen, I haven't tried it yet, but I have seen people put their little HP sprockets in there, and I'll just grab mine while I'm here, and let's give it a go and see if that works. So I am all about trying to, I have my HP sprocket in a little case that it, you know, was made for them, but I'm trying to reset everything and compact everything down. So I thought if this does fit in here, then it may be, and it does. So it's quite snug. It'll stretch a little bit with use, but that's handy to know that it does fit into there. But you can fit rulers and paint brushes and scissors and all sorts of things in here. So let's slip that out. Actually, it does go in and out quite easily, so that's good to know. So depending on what you're taking with you at the time. So yeah, it's a really beautiful piece, and I'm very, very pleased that I got it. They're such good quality. And, you know, I do have some things that I've shown you that are really cheap and they do the job. But then I have invested in some really nice pieces that I know that are going to last me, that I'm going to love looking at and using. And that's definitely one of them. The next thing that I have is the Uruluku flat tool case. So in my fountain pen case video, I showed the flat tool case, 3-pen flat tool case that matches their same colour. This one I actually bought direct from Uruluku, and the whole process was fantastic. So it's this really nice like canvas material, and it has a double zip with leather pulls. They use the Y2K zips, so really good quality, and it opens up completely flat. So on this side, you can see you can put some pens down there if you wanted to, and it will fit Tombos as well. You could put anything that you want really down there, ruler, scissors, that type of thing. And then on this side, it has a opening there, and you can fit a weeks in there. Planner stickers, anything like that that you want. So it's fantastic. I love that it lays flat, and I like using it with my other flat case with my fountain pens in it. So this is really, it's such a nice material. This is the brown, and yeah, I use this one all the time. Okay, so that's those ones. Now to more into those sorts of things is the Hobonichi pouches that I have. So this one here is just the weeks cover. So it's a zippered weeks cover, just in black, zip closure. They do lay flat. Has all these card slots here, a slot there that you can pop the back cover of your weeks down into, a pocket here, a second pocket, and then this zip pocket here. So again, it is a planner cover, but you can use it in any way that you want for your art, craft, or planning supplies. I don't tend to slide my weeks in here, in the back cover in there, because then I just find that it doesn't fit in here as nicely as I want it to. So I tend to just pop my weeks in and then just close it. And I guess with use, it will probably loosen up just a little bit. But I find, yeah, it's a bit awkward when you sliding it down into there. But I do love it. So then I bought a couple of the drawer pouches in the latest, in my latest Hobonichi buy for 2024. And I got the large drawer pouch in black, and it's just the black canvas, and it's just plain black, but it's gorgeous. So it has a big pocket on the back. Now this pocket will fit your Hobonichi cousin really easily, and you still have plenty of room on the inside for everything else. So they've got this gorgeous thing, and it opens right up. So you can see by putting that cousin on the outside, it's taken no space from in here. It hasn't flattened it or anything like that. So on the inside, plenty of pockets and slots there, lots of card sections for cards or washi. You know, these two big sections here, and a nice big zippered pocket, and then a big mesh pocket on the side. So you can fit your cousin on the inside there, still with stacks of room. You can fit another cousin in there. The best place I find to carry my cousin if I'm going to use this drawer pouch is to put it in the mesh pocket. And the reason for that being is that it keeps it inside the drawer pouch, but also it keeps it over to the side. So I still have all of this room here, and this is sort of tucked right over here. So I love it. I think it's fantastic. A really good buy. And yeah, so I'll be using that for 2024. And then I also got the drawer pouch Anne, and I got the Ukraine flowers design, and it's absolutely beautiful. I got this design, one, because it's really beautiful, but two, because it's in support of the Ukraine. So it's got this cute little tassel on the side with this little ring pull, and it's this really gorgeous sort of calico coloured canvas, and at least I think it's a canvas. It's something like that anyway. But it has a really nice feel to it, and these are all embroidered, all these flowers. So it's a beautiful piece. It has a pocket on the side here. Your weeks will fit into there. And then when you open it up, it, much the same as the large one, has lots of pockets. So pockets there, card slots there, pocket, more card slots, pocket, pocket, and lots of card slot pockets down the side here, and a nice long one. So you can fit a weeks in here. You can pop the weeks on these end ones. You don't have to put a weeks in there. You can use it for all your planning supplies, stickers, pens, all sorts of things. But it is a beautiful, beautiful piece. So that's those ones. And then just to finish is three of my favorite pouches. So the first one being my black medium Delphonics pouch. Now this pouch I've shown in my art journaling kit video, and as I said in there, I don't tend to have a lot on the outside, and that is because when it's stored in my office, or if I put it in a bag or I'm traveling, I don't want all my supplies falling out of all of these pockets and getting damaged. So I have a couple of magnets on here. That one's flipped over, there you go. A couple of magnets and a pom-pom on here, and that's about it for decoration. And so when I get this out in my office or wherever I am and I'm going to use everything, I tend to take out the contents and pop them into the pockets here and sort of set myself up, and then I pack it all up again. So two big pockets on the front here, another two pockets here, and then these are just some pen slots. There's 3 of those there, for those that aren't familiar with this product. And then on the back is a big zippered pocket, and then, sorry, not zippered, Velcro, and then a couple more pockets there. Has little loops on the side, and then when you open it, you can see it's got my A5 art journal in there, fits it in there so easily, and all the other supplies that I've got in there, and there's a lot inside of here. It has 2 pockets on the inside at the front and the same 2 pockets on the back, and you can see the kind of things that I've got in here, and it all fits in there with no problem whatsoever. All the pockets are chocker, my art journal, and then I have just a heap of stuff in here, so it holds a lot. There's a lot more than that in there, but if I took everything out, and I could probably have this amount again just in that middle pocket with my journal, and it would still all fit. And it closes up really easily. There's no pressure on the zip with everything that I have in there, and I just find it's fantastic. So I use it for this purpose. I have used it for other things, but I have a different pouch that I use as my main planner pouch. So this one I keep just for my art. So that's that one. And then my last 2 things are from Malou. So this is the Yadra pouch, and Malou is an Italian company, and I ordered these direct from them a few months back now, probably earlier this year. And this is the one that I use for my journaling. So I take this everywhere with me. I have it out, easily accessible in my office. I can just grab it, take it to the lounge room. If I want to do stuff in front of the TV, I can take it outside. It's leather, and this is the black, and it's bigger than the medium Delphonics. See if we can show that. So it's taller, might be a bit hard to sort of see. It's taller and it is wider, but it's really quite a big pouch. So it has these 2 pockets on the front. On the back it has a magnetic closure, big pocket, and a large zip on the back there. So when you order these from Malou, you can, not only can you choose your leather colour, but you choose your lining colour as well, or pattern. So it has the Malou logo here on the back, has loops on the side, and it has these really great zips, I'm not sure what sort, with a leather pull. And now you can see the lining that I chose, which is absolutely stunning. I can't remember the name of it, but if you go to their website, and I will link it, you'll see all the different patterns and colours that you can choose from. So it has a zippered pocket on the inside, both sides, and it has the leather Malou patch there. So I don't have this absolutely full at the moment, because as I said, I'm doing a bit of a reset, but it does have some things in there. It will fit well and truly. Your cousin will fit in there with stacks of room, and you can see there's still that much to get to the top. So you could easily do that, or pop it on the outside in this magnetic closure one. I always carry a A5 cutting mat with me in case I want to cut anything up when I'm journaling out and about. And then, as you can see, it's just one big pocket, and I have so much stuff in here at the moment, and it doesn't even reach halfway. It's incredible. So I have all of this in there at the moment, and yeah, it doesn't even come up to halfway in my case. So you can see it will hold so much stuff. Everything fits in there, you know, no problem with your Tombos, plenty of room, all your other markers and highlighters. It's just got so much space. So, you know, you could pop into there, just grab this, you know, your different little cases like this with stickers or ephemera in, fit them in as well. It's just got so much space. I absolutely love it. It's probably my favorite case that I have. So that's from Maloo. Then the last thing that I have, I also bought the Maloo brick. So the Maloo brick is one of their really popular pencil cases. So it has little tabs on the side. Again, I got it in the black to match the Yadra, which was the last pouch that I just showed, in case I forgot to say the actual name of it. So it has a big zipper pocket on the outside, and then if I can close that, nothing on that side, and then it just has one big opening in here. Now it does have the Maloo leather patch on the inside and a little zipper pocket on this side, and it's just one big opening. These are all my novel plotting supplies. So you can see I've chosen the same lining as I chose for the Yadra, and it's quite a big space in there, and it fits all markers and that really well, and it fits Tombos as well. So that was a big draw card for me, that I was able to fit Tombos in here if I wanted to. But you can see I've got a stack of stuff, and I've probably got about 10 or 12 washies in there as well, and there's still space, still lots of space in there, and you know, no pressure on any of the zips or anything, but it's a really, really good size. I'll link this one as well. The leather on these Maloo products is just divine. It's really supple, so soft. It looks fantastic. It feels really beautiful, and it's really durable. So that is the Maloo products, and I think that sort of comes to the end of everything really. So if you have any questions, just pop them in the comments below. As I said, I'll try and link as much stuff as I can. Yeah, and I will be back soon with another video. We're coming up to Fountain Pen Day on the 3rd of November. So I will be doing some more videos around that with my fountain pen collection. And yeah, so thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.